the quiet power of morning awareness. Every morning, before the noise of the world rushes in, there's a sacred silence waiting for you, a silence that breathes softly through the early light, whispering, "Begin again." Most people wake up and dive straight into thoughts. The to-do lists, the regrets, the scrolling, the weight of yesterday's emotions. They rise, but they are not truly awake. Their body moves, but their mind is still asleep inside the noise of the past. But you, if you are here now, you are being invited into something different, something gentler, something sacred. Because every morning, Buddhism reminds us of a powerful truth. What you tell yourself when you first wake up determines the shape of your entire day. Your first words to yourself are not random thoughts. They are seeds. And those seeds will grow into the energy that shapes every moment that follows. If you begin with worry, you plant anxiety. If you begin with gratitude, you plant peace. If you begin with love, you plant light. This is why the first few minutes of your morning are holy. They are the doorway between who you were yesterday and who you are becoming today. So today, let us walk together through 5 Buddhist truths, 5 things to tell yourself every morning that will align your heart, mind, and energy with serenity and purpose. These are not affirmations for your ego. They are reminders for your soul. Take a slow breath. Let the light of dawn touch your face, and repeat silently in your heart as we begin. Truth number 1. I am here. I am alive. This moment is enough. Buddhism begins not with belief, but with awakening, the art of seeing things as they truly are. And the first awakening of every day is the awareness that you are here. You opened your eyes this morning, your lungs filled with air, your heart, without being asked, kept beating through the night. That alone is a miracle. But how often do we miss it? How often do we wake up already lost in the future, chasing, rushing, worrying, comparing, without even noticing the gift of being alive? Every morning, before you reach for your phone, before you think of what's missing or what's next, pause. Place a hand on your chest. Feel the gentle rhythm there, steady, loyal, alive, and whisper softly, "I am here. I am alive. This moment is enough." Those words are not small. They are medicine. They remind you that you don't have to fix everything before you feel peace. You don't need the world to be perfect before you feel grateful. You don't need to achieve more to deserve rest, joy, or love. Right now, in this very breath, you already have enough. The Buddha once said, "When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky." Perfection here doesn't mean flawlessness. It means wholeness. This moment, exactly as it is, already contains everything needed for peace. If your mind tries to wander into yesterday's mistakes, bring it back gently, not with judgment, but with compassion. If it races toward tomorrow's worries, return it to the breath. Because this single breath, the one you're taking right now, is the only place where life truly exists. This truth also teaches humility. The ego says, "I need more." The soul whispers, "I already have enough." When you begin your day with this awareness, the rest of the world changes its color. The morning light becomes softer. Your coffee tastes richer. The people you meet feel less like obstacles and more like reminders of life unfolding. Presence turns ordinary moments into sacred ones. Try this small practice. As you walk in the morning, synchronize your breath with your steps. Inhale, "I am here." Exhale, "This is enough." You'll feel the noise fade, replaced by a quiet, steady gratitude. And that gratitude will follow you like sunlight for the rest of the day. Because being alive, simply breathing, seeing, hearing, feeling, is not nothing, it's everything. So when the day feels heavy, return to this simple mantra: I am here, I am alive. This moment is enough. It is not weakness to stop and breathe. It's wisdom. It is not laziness to be still. It's awareness. And it is not naive to feel gratitude. It's strength. The moment you remember this, your morning stops being something you rush through and becomes something you wake into. Truth number 2. Nothing outside me can disturb my peace unless I allow it. Imagine you're standing beside a calm lake. The surface is still, perfectly mirroring the sky. Then a stone is thrown. Ripples spread, distorting the reflection. Life is like that lake. You cannot stop the stones from being thrown. People's moods, unexpected news, unfairness, gossip, chaos. But you can learn not to let every ripple become a storm. In Buddhism, the mind is compared to water. When it's still, it reflects truth clearly. When it's agitated, everything looks distorted. Each morning, remind yourself, nothing outside me can disturb my peace unless I allow it. These words don't deny reality. They reclaim responsibility. They remind you that peace is not dependent on perfect circumstances. It's an inner choice, repeated moment by moment. When someone is rude, you can breathe instead of react. When plans fail, you can accept instead of resist. When the world feels chaotic, you can anchor yourself in the calm beneath the noise. You may not control what happens, but you can always control how deeply it enters you. It's like standing under the rain. You can't stop the rain, but you can open an umbrella. That umbrella is your awareness. The Buddha once said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." Every reaction is an invitation. Will you let your peace be stolen, or will you guard it with breath and understanding? Next time someone's words sting, pause. Don't rush to respond. Instead, place your hand on your chest and feel your heartbeat. Tell yourself, I choose calm. I choose peace. You'll feel the emotion dissolve, like mist touched by sunlight. And as this becomes a daily practice, you begin to notice something profound. The world doesn't calm down. You do. And when you calm down, the world feels calmer too, because peace is contagious. Just like chaos spreads, calm does too. And when you protect your peace, you protect the peace of everyone around you. So before you leave your house each morning, whisper to yourself, my peace is my responsibility. Nothing and no one can take it from me unless I let them. That single truth can change the entire rhythm of your day. Truth number 3. I will treat myself with kindness, not judgment. Most people speak to themselves in ways they would never speak to a friend. We call ourselves lazy, unworthy, not enough. We replay our mistakes, compare our progress, and think that being harsh will somehow make us better. But Buddhism teaches you cannot heal through punishment. You can only heal through understanding. When you wake up in the morning, your first responsibility is not to fix yourself. It's to befriend yourself. Look into the mirror, not to inspect flaws, but to meet the eyes of someone who is learning, trying, growing. Say softly, today, I will treat myself with kindness, not judgment. That means giving yourself permission to be human, to stumble, to forget, to feel, and to start again. It means recognizing that self-compassion is not weakness, it's fuel. When you treat yourself with gentleness, you become stronger, not softer. When you forgive yourself, you make space for transformation. The Buddha said, you yourself, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. So the next time your mind criticizes you for being too slow, too emotional, too imperfect, stop. Take a breath and imagine you are speaking to a small child within you. Would you yell at that child for falling while learning to walk? Or would you smile and say, "It's okay, keep going"? That child is still you, and they are still learning. When you learn to treat yourself with compassion, you stop expecting others to treat you perfectly. You become your own refuge, your own gentle voice amid a loud, demanding world. Try this small morning meditation. As you inhale, say silently, "May I be kind." As you exhale, "May I be at peace." Do it for a few breaths. Feel how the body softens, the mind opens, and a quiet warmth begins to rise from within. Kindness to self is the root of all kindness. Because when you speak to yourself with love, you naturally speak to others the same way. So each morning, instead of asking, "What must I accomplish today?" ask, "How can I care for myself today?" The answer might be as simple as slowing down, taking one deep breath, or forgiving yesterday's mistakes. And when you make peace with yourself, you begin to live from love instead of lack. You stop chasing validation and start radiating calm. You become, quietly and naturally, what the world needs more of: gentle strength. Truth number 4. Everything I need is already within me. In Buddhism, there is a story of a man searching desperately for his lost treasure. He looks in the forest, under rocks, in rivers, and in the sky. After years of searching, he collapses in exhaustion. Only then does he realize the treasure was hidden inside his own heart all along. That is the story of most of us. We spend our lives searching for peace, happiness, validation, and love outside ourselves. We chase success, approval, relationships, and recognition, hoping each one will finally make us feel complete. But the truth is simple and powerful. Everything you need is already within you. You already have wisdom. It's the quiet voice that whispers what's right. You already have compassion. It's the warmth that rises when you see someone suffer. You already have courage. It's the strength that carried you through the storms you thought would break you. The Buddha called this the inner refuge, the sacred space within that no one can touch or destroy. Imagine it as a flame inside your chest. Sometimes it flickers. Sometimes it hides beneath the smoke of fear and doubt. But it never goes out. Your job isn't to create that light. It's to clear the dust that covers it. So every morning, instead of saying, "I need to be stronger, better, calmer," try whispering, "Everything I need is already within me." These words don't make you arrogant. They make you whole. They remind you that your worth is not earned, it's inherent. When you start your day from this knowing, you move differently. You stop begging life to complete you and begin sharing from your fullness. You stop grasping and start giving. You stop fearing what you might lose and start trusting what you already are. And in that trust, peace flows naturally, like water finding its way back to the ocean. You are not an empty cup waiting to be filled. You are the spring itself. Truth number 5. Let me be the cause of peace today. When your own cup overflows, you begin to realize something beautiful. Peace is not just to be kept, it's to be shared. Every day gives you dozens of chances to be the cause of peace, not through grand gestures, but through small, sacred acts. A soft tone instead of a harsh one, a pause instead of a reaction, a smile instead of indifference. These moments matter more than you think. The Buddha once said, "Thousands of candles can be lit from a single flame, and the life of the candle will not be shortened." Your peace works the same way. When you speak gently, you light a candle in someone else's darkness. When you forgive, you melt years of coldness. When you listen with your whole heart, you remind others that kindness still exists in this world. So before you step into your day, take one deep breath and say, "Let me be the cause of peace today." It's not about perfection, it's about presence. It's not about forcing the world to change. It's about letting your calm become a quiet revolution. You may never know how far your peace travels, but like ripples on water, every act of compassion touches shores you'll never see. So walk gently, speak softly, forgive quickly, and let your energy say what words cannot. I am peace. When you live this way, even difficult days become sacred. Because every challenge becomes an opportunity, not to win, but to awaken. The world needs people who live like this, people who protect their peace and offer it freely, people who walk slowly, breathe deeply, and radiate kindness simply by being. Be one of them. Be the light that reminds others it's possible. Closing reflections. Begin again with light. 5 truths, 5 simple morning reminders, but together they form a path, a daily return to the heart. I am here. I am alive. This moment is enough. Nothing outside me can disturb my peace unless I allow it. I will treat myself with kindness, not judgment. Everything I need is already within me. Let me be the cause of peace today. These aren't just words to recite. They're doorways to awakening. If you walk through them each morning, life will not necessarily become easier, but you will become calmer, clearer, and infinitely more alive. The storms will still come. The noise will still exist. But your inner light will not flicker, and that light, once seen, changes everything. So tomorrow morning, before you pick up your phone, before you think about yesterday or tomorrow, just sit quietly. Breathe in the dawn. Whisper these truths. Let them shape the rhythm of your day. Let them remind you that peace is not something you find. It's something you return to. Because every morning is an invitation to wake not just from sleep, but from forgetfulness, to remember that life itself is sacred, to start again, gently, consciously, gratefully. Thank you. Invitation. Thank you for sharing this moment of awareness and calm. Your presence here makes this journey meaningful. If these words touched your heart, I invite you to subscribe to Dawn Light, a space of Buddhist wisdom, guided meditations, and reflections that nurture peace and awaken compassion. Here, you'll find not just teachings, but gentle reminders to breathe, to be still, to return home to yourself. Subscribe to Dawn Light and begin every morning with mindfulness, love, and light. Because peace begins with you, and through you, it spreads to the world. Breathe deeply, live softly, shine quietly. You are the dawn.